Yes, bathrooms. The genius idea of escorting our waste into this thing called a toilet, which connects to a sewage system with other people's waste. So we don't need to use the river, which can contaminate our drinking water. Very genius. Toilets immaculate. Anyways, speaking about toilets, our toilets are kinda boring, I'm not gonna lie. With our cold seats, kinda smells in the bowl, a handle to flush, kinda boring. But the ones in Japan, if Giga tried with a toilet, this is it. It has everything, it cleans itself, it has, lights, it plays music, it has a built-in bidet. Oh yeah, speaking about a bidet, I remember the first time I used a bidet, it's not good. It had a handle to twist the amount of pressure that happens, and the farther you twist, the more pressure it is. And I remember the first time I used it, I just twisted it the whole, all the way, and it just, sprayed water, full force, and it kind of, missed everywhere, so it kind of just splashed all over the wall somehow. I think one of the weirdest mysteries on earth is what goes down in the boys' bathroom and locker room. The craziest stuff goes in there. It's undescribable at that point. But, sometimes, when you get in either of them, very early, it's always gonna be quiet and empty, it's chill. But when it's in the afternoon, holy, all you're gonna smell and see is Axe body spray. Straight up. If you don't like that smell, get used to it. It's all you smell. It's basically... It just smells like sweaty, stinky socks mixed with Axe body spray. I swear, you find the weirdest stuff in the boys' locker room. It's just the most random stuff. I remember this one time, I went in there in the morning because I had gym in the morning, and that very much sucked. But I remember, I went in there, and there was just a sandwich, someone's lunch, just lying there, and it was just chilling and vibing. It's why? But the boys' bathroom is on a whole different level of shenanigans and what is going on in there. There's always one person constantly vaping in there. It may be the best vaping spot, but it's the most common vaping spot to discover, I remember this one time I went in there to just wash my hands, and when I look at the end of the stall, there's just a call of, a few people just vaping and puffing out clouds. And when I got out of the bathroom, a teacher came up to me and was like, "Hey, is there anyone vaping in there?" And I don't disrespect the boys, so this teacher got lack of information. So the boys are just constantly in there, someone's vaping, it kind of smells weird, it's just they're always in there at any point of time. But, these boys also do random stuff to that toilet. Look at this toilet here. There's a grate in it and a bunch of toilet paper. It's just why? This is the most random stuff ever. So I remember this one time, I needed to go to the bathroom because, I needed to take a tinkle. And when I went to the stalls, they all had an out of order sign. And I was very confused. So I looked under because, I'm a curious little fella. And I look under and the toilets, oh my gosh. The toilets are either smashed up and missing a seat, or the whole toilet is gone and all you see is pipes and it's just water spilling out. But I remember there's one stall at the very end, the toilet is on its side. It's the pipes are exposed. It's just a mess. It's some dude was doing some devious licks or something. I don't know. It's just random. Am I weird for doing this, or does people do this as well? Let's just say you're out in public, you're eating out, or you're in the middle of just chilling in class, you're just vibing there. But then all of a sudden, you get the number 2 rumblies, you need to poop, you release the chocolate sauce, you need to actually, do the number 2. Do you either use the public bathroom or hold it in until you get home? You're just waiting there in the middle of class, just holding in that number 2, because you're not going to use the public bathroom. And you're just there in utter agony while your stomach is don't poop yourself, don't poop yourself. And you can only relieve yourself once you get home. The answer to this question is actually number 3, never use the bathroom at all. But I'm pretty sure we all do number 2, hold it in until we get home. But as desperate times go for desperate measures, and you actually end up using the public bathroom, you do preparation to the seat. You line it with some toilet paper so you don't make contact. Or you can be more sophisticated and pull out those toilet liners. Who has the money for that? I don't know. But you don't want to make contact with that crusty, dusty, skin follicle seat. It's kind of gross. The toilet's kind of gross. Oh yeah, there's a strict code that every dude knows when you're in the bathroom. If there's a bunch of urinals lined up and that's it, which is kind of weird. It's strict like the Continental from John Wick. It's so strict. This is universal. It's a universal dude rule. Let's just say there's 2 people using the urinal and there's no dividers for some reason, and it's kind of weird. And there's like an odd amount, and there's like a space between them. It's like a urinal per space. Use the one at the very end, so it's like a urinal between. This is the boys' law. Like, this is the dude's law. But if you break this law, like, let's just say it's the same two dudes and there's no dividers, and if you go next to them, bro, you're breaking the law. You should just run for the stalls. Like, holy, it's just like, don't get in this situation. Like, there's different methods on peeing into a toilet. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. Like, if you pee in the water, you know, it makes a very, very loud, obnoxious water dropping sound. You just like, yeah, I don't know how to make that sound, but it's very loud and obnoxious, you know? But if you pee on the side, you know, on the bowl, so it's not smacking against the water, you know? It's more subtle. It sounds like yeah, it's more better for the ears, you know? And, you know, it's better in awkward situations. Like, there's a bunch of dudes in there and all you hear is because you're hitting the water. Yeah, don't. And that is the art of using the boys' public bathroom. It's kind of weird, but hopefully you enjoyed.